Little wind, it's gonna blow sometime. Oh, but I want you to keep on marching. And one of these days, one of these days, you shall be free.
Albany, Georgia became an epicenter for COVID-19 in April. Hundreds of cases were traced to 2 funeral services and led to one of the highest death rates in the country.
It was like a tornado that nobody prepared for. Our churches weren't prepared for it. And before we knew it, people were dropping like flies.
Pastor Orson Burton lost members of his congregation in the surge, including his wife's father.
I can see the park.
You can see the park?
But we can't go to the park.
No.
Still not safe.
No.
Because the whole world is sick.
Yeah. But we're praying that the world gets better. Right?
On April 20th, Governor Brian Kemp announced small businesses could reopen, less than 3 weeks after enforcing a statewide shutdown. For the Burtons, the restart is too soon.
Reopening is like a slap in the face.
We've seen how coronavirus can hit our city, our family, our church, and it is not worth it. The harsh reality is there is no more business as usual.
Pastor Burton is now on a mission to prevent a second spike. He's appealing to people who feel conflicted about returning to work.
When the owner of the shop first told me we can go back, I was excited, But that day, I thought about it in my head, like, it don't feel right,
Yeah.
It wasn't enough time to prepare yourself.
Pastor Burton is doing outreach like this just about every day, with door-to-door visits and online sermons.
My hope and my prayer is that you're still sheltering in place. And we know that even during this pandemic, God has given us resources.
And he's not alone.
Amen. Send up the emojis, send up the praises.
Make some room in that living room.
Church leaders across the city are telling members to stay home through live-streamed videos and drive-in services. The virus has hit Black residents here particularly hard. Some 30 Black and white church leaders have united to remain closed, a decision they announced in this joint statement.
We believe that it is in the best interest of our congregations and community that we not resume meeting at this time.
The numbers did not indicate that it was time for our city to open.
We knew that we just couldn't jump right back in like it was before and start gathering.
No matter if your congregation is small or large, Black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. We're in the same storm.
The pastor's efforts have been reinforced by the city mayor, who helped pass a resolution encouraging residents to keep sheltering in place.
I was a little concerned because I was thinking the ministers are going to say, we need to be back in church. The overwhelming response was, we are not going to resume worship services in our sanctuary until we have a green light from the medical community.
Dr. James Black heads the emergency department at Phoebe Putney Medical Memorial, the only hospital in the Albany region.
It's been absolutely essential to have the clergy supporting us. They realize the importance of social distancing.
While he has seen a decline in cases, the speed of the initial spread makes him wary of a rush to reopen.
It took us no time at all to get to 160 COVID patients in the hospital, so we're afraid of a second wave. We're just not over it yet. The fact that places are being allowed to reopen is a scary prospect for a lot of us.
The shutdown has devastated small business owners throughout southwest Georgia. Dougherty County, where Albany is located, has experienced a 4,500% hike in jobless claims since March. Many residents are now forced to decide between safety and their bottom line.
At our salon in Albany, Georgia, we decided that we would go ahead and open up Friday after Governor Kemp said that we could. I am single and totally dependent on myself. And so far, I have not gotten a stimulus check because I am self-employed. I just didn't have a choice anymore.
Some feel more conflicted, like Marcus Scott, who manages Masterpiece Barbershop.
I understand people have their financial situation, what they have to deal with. However, just getting a phone call or hearing that this barber passed away because they went back to work, I wouldn't be able to live with that.
He has decided to keep his shop closed for now, but with the support of a local pastor.
We as the church have decided to give each one of these barbers a certain amount of resources. For some of these barbers, this is their only income.
Hey, Sister Ashley, how are you?
Pastor Orson Burton has seen the economic strain on his congregation.
Now, how are you doing financially? How are you getting paid? Like, what's going on? What's good with that?
Okay, I'm good. I get unemployment. Everything has been falling in place.
Be encouraged, keep pushing forward, and know that we're going to continue to stay with you and walk with you.
Amen.
As more members lose jobs and even return to work, he is doing whatever he can to make sure they move forward with caution.
All right, man. Hey, God bless you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I believe that if we mismanage this moment for the sake of reopening the economy and bringing in money, we can literally set our children and our children's children back for generations to come.
We just don't want to bury anybody else. We don't want to bury any more loved ones. We don't want to bury any more friends because of COVID-19.
These are not numbers. These are souls. These are lives being lost. We've been through so much. This is our time to make certain that the people are represented in rural South Georgia, but also to spread wisdom and information that will save a life.